Hi there, my name's Andy Hillier and today's guitar lesson is going to be on the awesome new track by Panic! At the Disco called Middle of a Breakup. It's a beautiful song. I'm going to teach you the whole song including the guitar solo. But just before I do, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel, it really does help me out. Give me a like on the video and I'd love to hear from you, so please leave me some comments in the comment section, including where in the world you're from, what you think of the video, what you think of the new song. And if you love what I'm doing, you want to support me, support the channel, and you want to print the tabs off for this, then I'll put it on my Patreon site. I'll leave a link to that in the description. My guitar is in standard tuning. Okay, so the intro goes like this. So to play that, we've got a B flat power chord, first finger on E6, third finger on A8, and little finger underneath it on D8. So that's a B flat power chord. And we're going to go down, up, down with the plectrum, going the classic Rolling Stones rock and roll type thing. So down, up, down really quick, and then it slides off of it. So you go, and then it goes down to the first fret, so an F power chord, first finger on E1, third finger A3, little finger on D3, and 2 hits on that, so you get up speed, and then into the next bar, bar 3, we're just going to play the E1, so top string, and we're going to play that 6 times. It starts on the and beat, so 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and then it basically does the start bit again, the B flat, down, up, down, and then FF. And then back to the E1 in bar 5, just playing 7 times this time, because you don't do the digga-da, so it goes rest. Hopefully that makes sense. So the whole line slowly goes 1, 2, 3, 4. And up speed, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, on to the next line, the verse. This is where it starts singing, and we've got so the first chord in bar 6, we've got a B flat chord, but all we're doing is playing the D3, the G3, and the B3. So all the threes. I like to lay 1 finger flat across it. You could use 3 different fingers, whichever way is easiest for you. It's probably easiest to use your 3rd finger, because then when we go to this next chord, which is like an F chord, we're going to put our 3rd finger stays on D3, and put your 2nd finger on G2, and your 1st finger on B1. So you've got this F triad, and it's going to hit that twice. So bar 6, you've got, and that carries on into bar 7, and then we, so don't play any notes in the brackets, they're just held on. And then we've got the little line that goes, which is E1, E3, E5, back to E1. So you get, so the first 2 bars, slowly you got, into bar 8, and it starts the same, but then it goes up to a G minor triad, which is your first finger flat across the G3 and the B3. It can hold the E string down as well. And we're going to put our 3rd finger on D5, and we're going to hit the D, the G, and the B strings, and it hits it twice into bar 9, so it goes, then back down to that F triad, hits that twice. So the first, from the beginning of the line up to there, we get 1, 2, and then it goes up to this E flat chord, which is your first finger on A6, and your third finger flat across the D, G and the B strings at the 8th fret. And I'd hit down, down, so down, 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 up, up, down, down, up, down, up. So down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, up. So that's the rhythm. You could do it all downstrokes if you want. But I like to play it down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, up. Okay, so the whole of that verse goes a 1, 2, 3, 4. That then repeats, so you play that whole line again. And then there's the next part which I've called the build. And it goes. So to play that, we've got the F triad like we had before. So B1, G2 and D3. Hit that 8 times. And then move your first finger up to fret 2 on the B string. So you've got B2, G2 and D3, and you can hit that 8 times. And then we're going to go to B3 with G2 and D3. So you might need to switch your fingers around for that one, and maybe use your first finger on the G string, second finger on the D string, and third finger on the B string. Might be the easiest way to play it. 8 of those. And then we go to B4 on probably your little finger or your third finger, first finger on G2, second finger on the D3. 8 of those. So basically, just the note on the B string is just going up a semitone each time. So it goes F. So that's the little build. And then we've got a bridge. I've written the bridge on 2 lines just because it looks too cramped if I do it on 1 line. And actually the bridge, it's just a bass playing, but I've put the bass notes in just so you can play something along to it. It goes like this. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So to play that, we've got a B flat power chord like we played in the intro. Just going to hit that. It lasts for 4 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then these bass notes, we're going to play A6 8 times. Then to A10 8 times. Then down to fret 6 8 times. So the whole of that first line just goes 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the next line is almost the same. We just play E6 6 times. Then A8 6 times, A10 8 times, and A6 8 times. So that second line of the bridge. So I think that bridge is pretty self-explanatory. It should be pretty easy for you to play, I think. And then we get the chorus, which goes like this. So for that, we've got some big chords. You could just play the power chords. If you find it hard to play these chords, just play the bottom 2 notes, which are the 2 notes nearest to your face. So for this first one, it would just be E1 and A3. You could just play the power chords. But if you can play bar chords, we've got an F chord, first finger barred across all the strings at the first fret. Second finger on G2, third finger A3, and little finger on D3. And I'm just doing all downstrokes, da, 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 same rhythm all the way through. Then we've got a C chord. You could play a normal C chord, but I've written this one like the sort of barred. So first finger A3, third finger across the D, G and the B strings at the 5th fret. Same rhythm. Then D minor, Again, you can play a D minor down here, but I've written it up here. So A5 with your first finger, second finger on B6, third finger on D7, little finger on G7, middle 4 strings again, then B flat chord, which is first finger A3, A1, and third finger on D, G, and the B strings at the 3rd fret. Okay, so that chorus, 1, 2, 3, 4. And that just repeats, and then it goes back to the intro, plays the intro, and then the verse, and then the build, and then the bridge is different the next time. So I've written this as bridge 2. So the second bridge goes like this. Well, that's the first line of the bridge. So it's just got this little... so it's a slight change from the other one, which is A4, D3, and then G1. So it's... And then A3, then D1, then G1, and then A2, and then you play A1 for a bar, so you get... And then the rest of the bridge is the same as like we had before, so you play A8 8 times, A10 8 times, A6 8 times, on to the next line, exactly the same, E6 8 times, A8 6 times, 8 times, sorry, 8 of each of them, A10 8 times, and A6 8 times. Okay, so that second bridge goes 2, 3, 4. Which goes to the chorus again, and then the chorus goes around 4 times this time rather than twice. And then we get a guitar solo, which sounds like this. So to play that, we've got B13, you go bend it up a tone, and then play B13 twice. Hold it on into the next bar, and then B13 bends up, you drop it down, and then G12, bend it up, and then play G12 and pull off to G10. So the first 3 bars go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then bar 40 is exactly the same as bar 39. So and then bar 41, we've got G12, bends it up twice and then drops it down. Holding on to bar 42, then G12, bend it up again. Then E10. Then B12, pulling off to B10, and you do that twice, I guess. So you get... So the whole line, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, 2. On to the next line. It starts the same as the previous line. And then we've got a E15, which you bend up a tone and drop it down. And then B13, we're in bar 45 now. Drop it back down. Bend up G12, bend it up. Drop it down. B13 again. And then you get 3 G12s bending up, like doing triplets again. And then another bend again into bar 47. A G10, a G12 bending up, and then there's a little kind of like, he drops it down and back up, and then down again. So it goes. And then just to finish off, we bend up the B12. G12. Then B10, and then G10. Slides off. So the whole of that line goes 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. So let's put the whole solo together. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. And then that goes to the chorus and plays around the chorus. I think it's 4 times. And then the last bit, the outro, goes like this. So it starts the same as the verse. The first 2 bars are the same as the first 2 bars in the verse, so it should be straightforward. And then it does a similar thing, but up on the 6th fret. So you got 6 on the D, G, and the B strings, and then down to 4 on the B, B4, G5, and D6. So same idea, but just up 1, 2, 3 frets. The little answer line's slightly different. It goes, which is E4, E5, E6, E8, and then A6. So bars 51 and 52 go. Into bar 53, we've got a G power chord, which is E3, A5, and D5. Hit that, and then jump down a string to a C power chord, which is A3 with D5 and G5. So it goes. And then that last little bit is the same as in the second bridge. We get, and then that just holds on, and that's the end of the song. So let's just play that outro. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think there's a slight rall on that as well. It slows down slightly in bar 55. And that's the whole thing. Well, I do hope you've enjoyed that little guitar lesson. If you have, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel, it really does help me out. Press the notifications as well, see all my videos. I think I've done over 1,600 videos now, so go and check a few of those out. Give me a like on the video, it really does help the video out. And the more comments, the better. I love to hear from you. I'm just making these videos in my home, and people are watching it all around the world. So let me know where in the world you're watching it from. Let me know what you think of the new song. Let me know what songs I should do next as well. And if you love what I'm doing, you want to support me, support the channel, and you want to print the tabs off for this, then I'll put it on my Patreon site. I'll leave a link to that in the description. Well, thanks for watching this. I've been Andy Hillier, and I'll see you next time.